Levi Apparel, like and about sublimation success. Is sublimation success? The answer is yes. Why? There's so many things you can do with sublimation. It's crazy. It's amazing. Every night to the issues because my wireless connection tends to go off. What it said on there. Hey, what's going on? Today about sublimation success, yo. All about sublimating. All right. The phone thing is chill. Ever since I hit that 1,000. It's been cool being able to go live on the phone. The only issue I have is, like, I don't know why this phone, it doesn't really allow me to see chats like that. So if I'm missing a chat, let me know. I'm trying to see if I can activate it, but I'm on the road also and it's kind of curvy. So alright, cool. So I think it says Brian TY BG gave me a fist. What's going on? Big up. You know what that means. So yeah, so we're gonna be talking about sublimation success. Number one thing to know about sublimation, in order to get in it, the only amount you need to spend, I'm gonna do a video on this. Actually, I'm gonna do a separate video on all of my different machines I have, what you can do with each individual pieces with just a heat press, and how you can make things work for you. I hate being in the fast lane and you got a vehicle that's driving extra slow. Like, the slow lane is empty, just hop onto it. But I'm just stubborn, I guess. Yeah, it's literally barely anybody in front. Thanks a lot, buddy. Anyway, so sublimation success. What are we doing with it? Alright, so I got the, you can get any ecotank you want, but the ecotank I got was one that was, excuse me, really, but when you go on Amazon, they're like really expensive. They're $100 more than what you would typically see on, like, if you went to Amazon before. So I'm not knocking anybody that's posting their printer over there, you know, do your thing, but my channel is about helping people get to a point where, like, they have success in their business. Because if you're here, you're not here because you want to, let me see if I can cut this guy because I'm tired of it. Yeah, if you're here on this channel, it's because you want to learn certain things. You're not a consumer, you're a business person, like an entrepreneur. So if that's the case, then you're here for me to let you know what to do to help you increase your profitability in your business, or to know what I do so you can be properly equipped to either do the same or better. You know, we both gonna have a business and we both gonna be eating. Why? Because somebody maybe walk into your shop, they like the way your shop is designed, look, and what you have to offer, or because they might just know you, so people are coming to you. Somebody might just be coming to my shop because they like my setup, how I do things, the speed I put things out, right? Or the other guy may say, hey, I offer this, but I don't offer that. Go across the street and my man over there offers this, right? That's how we are as t-shirt apparel businesses. So if you're a person that's trying to get started and you're one like like, yo, there's so many t-shirt, apparel, brands out there. How can I get started when the competition is saturated? It's really not saturated. Majority of the t-shirt companies out there, sometimes they're overwhelmed to a point where they run out of products and they have to put your stuff on back order. They'd rather you go somewhere else, get what you need real quick, come back to them when they're fully stocked so they can get your stuff in order, you know, because maybe they send out the things in like 2 or 3 day turnaround time, and the other guy you're going to is 7 days, and you're like, you know what, 7 days is okay, you know, 2 weeks is okay if that's okay with you, but I'd prefer my other guy that gives it to me within 3 to 4 days, you know, and then you can go back and forth. So don't think in this apparel business, print business, like you can't get started. You can't get started. You don't even need to have all the machines that you see in my shop. I didn't start off with all of them. When I first, or any, I forgot the name for it, like printing distribution, yeah. Sorry, I'm tongue-tied with that word. Distributing, I can't say it. Anyways, I'm not even gonna try because I lost my accent a long time ago. I used to have an accent. I loved it, but then as I started speaking more English, eventually it just disappeared. So I used to speak the language with a barrier, like with a language barrier. More than now, I guess. But what happened now is, so I'm paying attention at the same time trying to talk to you. So, but yeah, like I was saying, with the whole language barrier, whatever. Anyways, that's another topic for another day. Yeah, we're talking about sublimation. Let's get on with the sublimation. If you're here, you're listening, thank you. I appreciate it. So sublimation. So what do you need to start with sublimation? You need, number one, a printer. Nowadays, they have something called ecotank printers. I would definitely 100% recommend you get an ecotank printer, whether it be Epson ecotank, whatever brand, or a Canon, you know, same exact thing. They have a printer that has an ink well where you can load the ink on there without worrying about cartridges, and you can refill as you need depending on how low the ink volume is. A little window that they give you have hash marks so you can determine, okay, not run out of ink, because the suction tube to suck the ink from the ink well is slightly higher than the actual ink itself. So there's always going to be ink in the bottom, but your suction tube may be at that level where it's too low to suck it up. So it's always good to double check your ink well, always refill it, always, and the printer stops everything. Keeps the memory of what needs to be printed and where it is, and what it'll do is once you refill it, it'll start from where it's at and continue, so you won't have any blanks, any lines, nothing. That's the benefit of having an ecotank, right? When you had to refill refillable cartridges, sometimes depending on how much, where you pick up from refilling it by turning the printer off and refilling it, or just opening the top and refilling it may affect your prints. So with the ecotank, It's really good, and that's where you should definitely go. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to burp. Oh man. But yeah, so like I said, if I could recommend something, yo, whoever's in front is driving so incredibly slow. It is crazy. Oh, finally he left. Oh, she left, whoever. Yeah, so get the ecotank. Hey, same 4-day. Nah, sorry. Sam, day 44. Cool, what's up? Alright. Yeah, so right now we're talking about sublimation. Right? Alright. Oh! Easy airbrush. What's going on? Long time no hear. We'll see. Alright. Today we're talking about sublimation success. You know, this is becoming a daily blog. I kind of like it. You know, it's helping my my channel a lot, because as I'm not able to get as many videos as I want to get. Yes, long time. I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. How's the business? Business is doing better than I thought. I had to put a stop to customers. I'm still doing technically, I've done some advertisement, friends, family, random people that heard about me, and a lot of times they want stuff next day. So, but right now what's happening is, like, I'm learning my equipment, purchasing more equipment, and I had to like put a stop towards some of those production, because I want to focus on, ooh, this is my chance to cut. Yeah, so I had to put a stop to some of those production, because I realized I don't have much time to produce as much as I want, because I had to like focus on learning my craft a little bit and learning these machines. So therefore I've been lax on actually creating products for customers. You know, not to say that I can't, I don't want to. Oh, hey, what's going on? T-shirt chick is here, what's good? Yo, your lives are getting crazy with that DTF. It's on fire. Listen, T-shirt chick, do more all over prints. I'm trying to get some I'm trying to get my Epson 7620 to come in, so I can start doing more sublimation. But I realized something, that having a large heat press and being able to do all over sublimation, man, that thing is amazing. You know, as you saw when I was at my shop, I was doing like 12 by 14s, 13 by 19s, and those prints were coming out nice. I do videos on what the customer ordered, but we'll try. No problem. No problem. Yeah, right now I'm like in a sublimation loving mood. It's amazing. Like I forgot how much I love sublimation. When I first started with the whole sublimation process, it was because of Condi, and then they came out with a sublimation film before the DTF film, where you could literally print on it, and then you could transfer that same film print onto like any white cotton, polyester, whatever brand. A lot of us have forgotten about it. When I did that DTF film with sublimation, it was kind of in respect towards what was already introduced into the market. The only difference is like the DTF film is a lot cheaper than those films for sublimation. I do have some of them. I do plan to use some of them. I think you can get it from Pro World, right? Hey, we got you. Hey, what's going on? What is that? Dorothy Perry? What's going on? Like and subscribe. Right now, we're talking about sublimation success. Should you get into sublimation? The answer is hell yes. What is the difference between sublimation and the other print methods out there? Number one, sublimation hands down is the best. Why? Because you don't have to go purchase transfers elsewhere. So long as you have sublimation paper, you can, in a 50-50 like polyester or 100% polyester, you can sublimate anywhere on the shirt that you want, any type of shirt that you want. Hell, if you don't like the color if you don't like the white, you can sublimate the whole shirt black. You don't even need to put an image on it. You can sublimate the shirt into any color. They're pretty much the same thing. One is more liquid than the other. But sublimation, you can sublimate all over the shirt, wherever you want, side, back, inside out, outside in, it doesn't matter. Sublimation can do it all for you. So, after this chat, possibly next week, apparently my printer was supposed to come on the 2nd. The guy on eBay just shipped it. So it says it's going to be arriving on the 3rd, hopefully sooner. No, I think on the 5th. So the person I need to do the shirt for sublimation, he's gonna be around when I go to his army drill. He's gonna be with me this weekend, hopefully, if we do have drill. But I have to get the stuff to him. Can't wait, because I've been trying to find better methods. He's got a bunch of shirts that he asked for me. He's been giving me time to just get myself together, get my prints together. And I thank him for that. He didn't have to, but he did. And a lot of time, just like T-Shirt Chick mentioned, a lot of videos that you see is because customers mention things. And I thought it might be cool to feature on my YouTube. I figured it might be cool to mention on my YouTube because it's something that people want, or an issue that's not addressed on YouTube as much, and I just want to bring it up, you know? So that's why I do most of my videos based on customers' requests. However, I try to do videos that have nothing to do with the customers, just what the industry is going through right now. Certain things that, certain software or products or things that's new, that's brought to our apparel industry. But the main focus has always been learning in this channel. And one thing that I have to say is, if you can, get yourself a sublimation printer. If you have issues with screen printing, if you have issues with vinyl, if you're having issues with like DTF, a screen printing printer does not even cost much. Like, you can go on eBay, Amazon, get yourself, I would recommend 100% an ecotank. Although you're gonna see me on my video converting my Epson 7620 that I'm getting soon. I do have an ecotank. I do recommend an ecotank. The only reason why I have that printer, and as soon as I'm able to make the money back, I'm gonna get myself ecotank 1500. Now you may be asking, why not Sawgrass? I like Sawgrass. I've had a Sawgrass printer, but the issue I find with Sawgrass is their printer's low. Their printer's expensive. It's worth the money because they give you maintenance, everything that you need to take care of the printer, right? And you have warranty. So you're buying literally what's worth your money, right? An expensive printer with expensive taste and quality that's high, right? The ink is really expensive, but you can get way more out of those inks than you can out of any Amazon inks. Plus, the printer will allow you to squeeze the last drop out of that cartridge possible, which is pretty cool, right? However, because of the expense, you know, oh, also, if you have a Sawgrass sublimation printer, I don't know if you guys know, but if you go to Heat Press Nation and you put in Sawgrass sublimation printers, like for purchase and stuff, and you go to their Sawgrass and see what's new, you'll see that Sawgrass has a sublimation network, right? And it works almost like Etsy. What they do is you go to the Sawgrass network and you put in your information. Once you put in your information, your printer is going to be recognized, and then once you your printer gets recognized and registered, you can join their like FC shop thingy that they got going on for people who want certain products, mugs, whatever. Let's say somebody wants a mug that's in Boston, in my area, right? And they can't, but they're ordering for somebody that's in, well, they order through the network. Let's say they're in Boston. I'm in Boston because I have a Sawgrass, and once I register through the, I forgot the name, I'll do a video on it. This is why sublimation is cool, because it goes beyond just printing your own stuff, right? So anyway, so what they do with that system is they allow you to be connected, and once you're connected, you'll get an alert saying, hey, somebody in your area wants a mug. And since you have the Sawgrass system, everything is already preset, ready to go. The image, you go on that website, you download the image, it goes directly to your Sawgrass network system that you have, that's online, that they already have, that's online. It prints through your printer exactly the quality that the person's looking for, and Sawgrass recommends. You print it, you ship it, and you're good to go, and then you just wait for the next order, almost like a Uber type of thing, right? So don't think you're limited by just getting a Sawgrass printer, that you have an expensive printer that you can't do anything with. Sawgrass goes beyond just printing, so you know. But because most of us can't spend a week or two's paycheck on a Sawgrass printer, we're limited to what's called Epson printers, right? Ecotank printers. So, you know, yeah, so because of that, like, you want to get a printer that's big enough that you can print large prints with. Like, there's a lot of people that's on here that do all over t-shirt prints, right? And like I said in the beginning, when you have a sublimation printer, you can print inside the shirt, outside the shirt, anywhere on the shirt, by just printing an image and then heat pressing it onto the shirt. Like, sublimation in itself is its own, like, full package business. Like, you don't have to go to any transfer companies, worry about what kind of transfers you're getting, yada yada. So long as you have a white polyester shirt, and there's different types. There's moisture wick, that's the sport kind. There's the regular wear. There's the almost all brands sell sublimation t-shirts. They don't call them sublimation t-shirts. They'll call them polyester, 100%, 50%. You know, don't go below 50%. Do not go below 50%. Your print quality diminish. The more polyester you have, the higher quality of print you will get. The higher quality of print you'll get. So that's why it's good to go into sublimation, because, you know, in the beginning, like when I first started with sublimation, my boy was like, yeah, I only have a white shirt to print on, like, and then afterwards it's just gonna be white. No, like the reason why I grabbed that 7620 is because I'm planning on doing all over print. The guy who wants the shirt wants an image on the shirt. Yeah, so like I said, like an all black shirt with a design on there, said he's planning to do sports with it. You know, he's like riding his motorcycle, which means he's gonna have mud being thrown all over it, which means there's a chance that he's gonna fall or slid or something's gonna happen where the shirt's gonna be put to a test. And if that's the case, I need to have a high quality product that he can have. I know at the end of the day, he can wash it 1,000,000 times, that shirt will always remain the same. Why? Because the way polyester behaves is this. It's not put on the top of the shirt where it can rub off, break off, crack off, whatever you want to call it. It's the ink is sublimated into the shirt, meaning it penetrates through the thread and goes into the thread. It becomes the fiber. So unless you can rip the shirt, you can do whatever you want, that print's not going away. It's just take a white shirt, a permanent marker, and just draw all over that shirt. You can wash it as many times as you want. The permanent marker will dye the shirt and it won't come off. It's the same exact thing. So why, like, I am really heavily invested in this sublimation process, because now for people who do sports, I have something for them that's just remarkable. It can't come off, it can't wash off, it will always be there, so long as, I mean, they can rip the shirt, whatever they want to do, it's always going to be there. It's sublimation, you know? So, yeah, so with that said, don't worry about basically what I want to say is this. The issue with sublimation has never been the shirt. It's always been the color of the shirt. Most people think because they have a white t-shirt and all they can do is just sublimate on a white t-shirt, it's a big problem. No, my friend. The best thing you can get is a white t-shirt to sublimate on. Why? Because now you can change the color of the shirt completely if you do all over sublimation. You can change the color texture of the shirt. What do I mean by that? You know how sometimes you have a shirt, it looks kind of worn, and it looks good like that, not like fibers coming out, but like the image looks kind of worn, the shirt looks kind of faded. You can emulate that, you know, create that same thing with a sublimation printer by just collaging all the prints together to make a simulated version of the shirt. Basically, you're putting the outline drawing of a shirt with the image on the shirt, then you put on top of the drawing or the printed image of a shirt, and what happens is the shirt will sublimate wherever you put the sublimation. So I wanted let's say I wanted this color, right? And I want to sublimate this image. The sublimation shirt is going to be white. The minute I put this large image down that's bigger than the shirt, the sublimated shirt, and I sublimate it, if the image has this color and this drawing on it, the shirt will replicate, will be the same as the drawing that's on there. So if you've been worrying about only having a white shirt with sublimation, listen, the people who do all over sublimation, they need to do a video about this, especially if you have a large sublimated printer, because those who are new to the sublimation industry, all they see is a like 11 by 17 print on a shirt, a full print, and then after the person is done, they say, okay, with sublimation you can only use it on white, but they don't tell you you could change the color of the shirt completely. And literally it took me a couple years to figure this out, even though I print on the shirt knowing that wherever I print whatever on the shirt. So Teacher Chick, if you're still here, that's why I said please do more sublimated stuff, because guess what, you can show with your large sublimation machine, you can change the color of the shirt. It don't matter if you got a white shirt, because you can make a black shirt out of the white shirt. It's even better if you have a white shirt, because you can do whatever you want with it. Hell, you can make it purple, you can make it rainbow color, you can make it anything you want, and you can still print it with an image, it'll still be there. And guess what, it's never going to come. I always do this. I go into a subject and I focus on it so much that I forget about all my other machines I have. Now, unless you have a large sublimation paper to changing the whole color of the shirt, putting image and everything. I started off by buying that ecotank printer because I wanted to talk about how you can just take your 8x11 papers, collage them together, creating a large t-shirt image, printing it on a white sublimation t-shirt, polyester t-shirt, and changing the whole entire color, putting an image on it and all that. Because I feel we weren't done justice when, like, the people who do sublimation, they tell us, like, yo, if you have a white t-shirt for sublimation, it's perfect. Wherever you want, you can put an image wherever you want. You can have it a zebra pattern wherever you want. Hell, you can cut little tiny images, put it all over the shirt, and bam, that will sublimate. Sublimation is just so amazing. But here's the most beautiful thing about sublimation, right? Because the shirt is a little bit more expensive than regular, because it's a white t-shirt. It costs, I think the is at least $2, right? Now, usually a $2 t-shirt, if you go with cotton, is how much you would get for a colored t-shirt. If you go for white t-shirt, it's usually around, I say the lowest you can go, in my opinion, based on where I go, because I shop in American shops. I'd say about $1.50, right? So a white t-shirt costs $1.50. The sublimation t-shirt, the lowest you can go sublimation t-shirt is maybe $2. So the upsell for sublimation t-shirt is higher than a regular t-shirt, because not only can you do anything with it, but not everybody know how and what capabilities you can have with sublimation. That's why a lot of these print shops, instead of just taking a polyester shirt and printing all over on it, they decide, you know what, I'm just gonna do screen printing. Get this, I ain't printing all over on it. Whatever color you want, I'll slap an image on it and I'm good, because it's easier. Sublimation t-shirt, it's a little bit more invasive, meaning it takes more time and more detail into actually making it. So your time is really what people are paying for when they're paying anywhere from, I do not sell your sublimation t-shirt less than 30 bucks. Because in my opinion, the time, even if it costs you $4 a shirt, $1 a print, whatever, I'm guesstimating higher than what it usually is, right? The time it takes you to put that artwork together, to put those tiles together, if you have a small t-shirt machine, right? An 8x11 printer, 13x19 printer, right? The time it takes you is a lot. And even if you have a large 24-inch wide printer, still charge higher. The reason why is because your time is valuable. You know, it took you time to design that shirt. It took you time to put it on a template. It took you time to make sure that whatever color, whatever image is placed correctly. And then you need a larger heat press. If you have a smaller one, you have to press it more often, which means you're burning more electricity. So it's wise to put it at a high price because it's worth. If the person really wants it, they go for the high price. If they don't want it, then they'll go for a cheaper option. You know what I'm saying? You want to have a product, straight up. If you want a sports product that's screen printed, know that eventually the image is going to come off or it's going to wear off because you're going to wear that shirt often, and you're going to do things with it that's not done regularly with what the shirt was meant to be done with, which is just be worn and taken off, washed, and put back on. Right now you're aggressively fading out your shirt, you know. So if it worns out, it worns out. You get another one, you know. Same with vinyl and the other ones. So with that said, like, sublimation is definitely where to go, because you can do all over prints on it. And if you're going to charge high. The cheapest I would ever go for sublimation, only if it's a friend, I'd say maybe $25. That's it. You know, it took you too long, too much effort to print sublimation on the shirt, and the fact that you can do anything with that shirt is amazing. That's the one thing I hated, because had I known that about sublimation in the beginning, I actually wouldn't have all these machines I have. I'd have maybe the embroidery machine, but I don't think I'd get my screen printing machine. I don't think I would get the I would have a vinyl cutter, because I tend to do vinyl, like glitter vinyl, and you can't really simulate glitter vinyl like that because it's in its own like niche. You know, with glitter vinyl, like, you can sublimate on it if it's white, and just the shine is different. If you have it sublimated, the shine's gonna look the same any which way you look at it. It's not like what you have compared to real life, you know. But yeah, sublimation is definitely where to go. Don't worry about having a white shirt. You can color the shirt any color you want, because anywhere you lay sublimation ink, the color of the shirt will be there. If you take a 4x4 and you put this color on the paper and you sublimate it on the shirt, it's gonna be this color, the rest is gonna be white. Right? So the rest is gonna be white. That 8x11 sheet is going to be however, if you have more of it, you can, sublimation is so amazing. Like, you can get to a point where you can even do this. take your sublimation paper, right? Take a whole block of it, make it green, and then just leave an area that's 8 by 11 with no image on it. It's just gonna be white, and you can either sublimate on it or you can even screen print on it. So let's say if you order 100 sublimation shirts, and you're hearing that, yo, there's no more cotton shirts, but because people rarely order sublimation shirts, there's tons of sublimation shirts. I'm sorry, I mean to say polyester. You can take that polyester shirt and turn it to whatever color you want. And wherever you're going to do a print, let's say you're like, you know what? I want a black shirt, but I don't want it to be the type of black that's normally sold. I want it to be like a dingy, worn-off kind of black. And I want it to be 2 different shades of black. You can sublimate that color, sublimate on the shirt, leave only the area where you're gonna, let's say, apply vinyl. You can apply vinyl. Let's say you're gonna screen print. You can screen print. Like, sky's the limit on what you can do with sublimation. It's as far as your imagination can go, you know. Oh, I've been wanting to see you. Look, I hope I'm saying your name right, Latoya. Listen, I was on your website. I noticed you have this software. It's like $5. I want to purchase it. I don't know what it does. I'm trying to get into the all over sublimation, and I've been wanting to talk to you for a minute. Can I purchase it, and will it allow me? Does it have that feature where it already tiles everything together, so you get all the pieces, and when it prints all the different tiles together? Because I have, like, currently right now 8 by 11 printer. Is she there? She probably left. But if you're there, let me know what's up, because I would love, I would love to be able to get your software. Just the fact that, in case you guys don't know, there's other if you type in sublimation all over print, there's people who have software for all over printing, where your 8 by 11 printer, whether you use Corel Draw or Adobe Illustrator, what it does is it allows you to create the image, right? After you create the image, when you go to print, it will show you the prints in different tile sections. So when it prints everything individually for you. You don't have to go back and print each one by one. And that's right now what I'm trying to get into, because if I can have that feature, I can just go on a software, throw a background on there. It will open in Corel. Yes, I use Corel. I got a friend. It's cool because he works there, whatever. But I hate Adobe. I'm sorry. Every year they keep changing the features. So printer. Yeah, that's why I'm looking for my printer. I have an ecotank 8 by 11, and I just want that feature. So when I design the artwork, I can just hit print, and I can print like a full, like, you know, an all over print. So if you got that, hit me up. I'd appreciate it, and I'll definitely do a video, because I've been to your website. I love it. Everything about it is amazing. I want to purchase it, but let me know which one is good, which one's the best, so, you know, I can feature it, and then that way we can collab in a way where you get what you want, I get what I want, and the viewers who have their own shop can offer a lot more. Because like I was saying, you see I have a blue shirt, a green shirt, right? Where I work, it gets a little cold. It's really cold. Like, the machines have to be maintained at a certain temperature. So because of that, like, I gotta wear extra clothes. Winter, summer, it's cold. Anyways, based on that, like, I really would love to do all over prints, and like, you got people like that I wish you guys done more videos on all over prep, being able to just do whatever you want with the shirt. I can't wait to get started on this 11 printer, ecotank right now. Printer is coming. That's the 7620. Hope all goes well. It works. Offer. But even if it doesn't go well, guess what? We got a backup printer. We got a backup printer, so we good. All right. Hey, listen, this is Levi Apparel. Like and subscribe. Remember, sublimation success. It means you can change the color of the damn shirt. People need to stop saying you can only work with a white shirt. You can do whatever you want with that white shirt, because it's the base, the beginning. As a matter of fact, most of the shirt that we have, even this shirt, it started out white. All they did was just dye it and change the color. That's it. Case closed. With that said, this is Levi Apparel. Like and subscribe. You know where it's at. We about to do all over sublimation soon. Change the color of shirt, this and that. And I'm trying my best to do this daily live. So, you know, hang out with me. You know. All right. Cool. Peace.